Trump team considers nationalizing 5G network. Who doesn't love nationalization? Oh yeah, all Republicans. National security officials in the Trump administration are considering nationalizing a part of the country's 5G mobile network to protect it against China. A PowerPoint and memo obtained by Axios show the government is considering paying for and building a single network or having wireless providers build their own 5G networks. The presentation talked about the need to build a network in order to compete with China's dominant position in the manufacturing and operation of network infrastructure. The documents say that it would be faster for the government to build a network and then rent access to carriers like AT&T and Verizon. They also argue that a secure 5G network is vital for the development of technologies like autonomous vehicles or virtual reality, as well as to counter Chinese threats to U.S. economic and cybersecurity. Maybe after Trump builds that wall, he can get hopping on that 5G too. Like superlatives? Keep watching. If you build it, they won't come. No, they'll still come. Construction began on 8 different border wall prototype designs on Otay Mesa on Tuesday. Contractors now have 30 days to complete their walls. 4 of the prototypes will be concrete, while the other 4 will be made of various materials. All of the walls will be between 18 to 30 feet high and 30 feet long. 6 contractors from around the country were picked to build the prototypes. Their bids range from $300,000 to $500,000. The border wall project is underway despite lack of congressional funding. Estimates for the cost of the border wall have ranged up to $38 billion. The Department of Homeland Security is planning to pay for the prototypes with internal funds taken from other programs. Trump updates travel ban. The Trump administration has unveiled an updated travel ban to make America safe by blocking certain foreign nationals from entering the country. Beginning October 18th, new U.S. travel restrictions will be implemented for visitors from 8 countries, an expansion of the controversial travel ban that took effect in January. The original ban included Iraq, Iran, Syria, Somalia, Yemen, Sudan, and Libya. Iraq and Sudan have been removed, while North Korea, Chad, and Venezuela were added to the list. The new rules vary per country, but will not affect legal permanent residents, nor those who already hold a valid U.S. visa. Restrictions on Venezuela focus on government officials and their families. Despite not being included in the ban, Iraqi citizens will reportedly face enhanced scrutiny when visiting the country. In justifying the ban, officials claim other governments had met U.S. requests for biometric passports or information on terrorists and criminals, but the 8 banned countries failed to do the same. Trump's initial travel ban has been widely criticized for religious discrimination, but despite the addition of non-Muslim nations to the new ban, critics believe it is still essentially a Muslim ban. Worker falls 40 feet down hold working on Trump wall prototype. That's a hole-in-one for President Trump. Well, more like one in the hole. A construction worker who wasn't paying attention fell down a 40-foot hole at Trump's border wall prototype construction site in Otay Mesa on Wednesday. The man was digging in the foundation for one of the wall prototypes at the time. Apparently, a double layer of plywood was supposed to prevent these types of accidents from occurring. Workplace safety? Check. The worker was walking backwards and not paying attention to where he was going when he plummeted 40 feet down into the hole. Workplace safety? Uncheck. He was hoisted out of the hole and checked for injuries on scene. As he was okay, he got back to work. Construction of 8 wall prototypes began this week. 6 contractors from across the country have 30 days to complete their walls. As to who's going to pay for all this nonsense in the end, clearly, without a doubt, it's going to be Mexico.
Trump's border wall would likely cost up to $40 billion. The MIT Technology Review questioned Donald Trump's claim that it will cost $12 billion to build a border wall between the U.S. and Mexico. According to MIT, that figure could go up to $40 billion. MIT Technology Review estimated that building a wall 50 feet tall, with 10 feet extended underground, with a length of 1,000 miles, would require about 9.7 million cubic meters of concrete, which costs around $9 billion. Since Trump has promised the wall will be reinforced with steel, it will need about 2.3 billion kilograms of steel, which adds another 4.6 billion to the cost. The addition of labor costs and other expenses brings the cost estimate to between $27 billion and $40 billion. Research firm Bernstein Research has calculated that if Trump's wall is 5 feet wide, 1 foot deep, and 1,000 miles long, it would require a total of 7.1 million cubic meters of concrete at a cost of over $700 million. It would also require around 2.4 million tons of cement at a cost of around $240 million. Moreover, labor, land acquisition, and construction payments could bring the cost of the wall to anywhere between $15 billion and $25 billion.